Hi, welcome back to Studio 33. Today I would just like to do a really quick video to show you how you can fix up a piece of artwork if something goes wrong in the drying process. In this case, an insect has kamikazed in there and left a raised lump on a beautiful piece. So what I want to do is try and camouflage that to save the piece, which I'm sure I'll be able to do. So I want to show you how to do that. The piece is this lovely 30 by 60 that I did only last Thursday, but it is quite dry to the touch. I wouldn't probably varnish that or put resin on that at this stage. I like them to dry a little bit longer. But I don't know if you can see, there's a little spot there. So I'm going to try and camouflage that today and show you how to do that. So show you that all is not lost. And another piece too, that was actually a diptych. So this is the other piece. So diptych meaning two pieces of art designed to go on the wall together. And this one, I just don't like the composition. I don't like the negative space just here. So I'm going to put a leaf in there just to fill that space as well. So just really to show you that once it's dry, you can actually change your artwork and it will be fine. It'll look great. Okay, so we'll be back soon. I'll take you down and show you what I'm going to be doing. Thanks. Okay, so here we are going to attempt to fix this damage that was done to this beautiful piece. It is rather obvious just there. So what I'm going to do is literally just do a leaf over there. I don't want it to be too big. I don't want it to go too much into the other one. I'm using the same colours that I used to create the leaves in the first place. So this one is the Green Light by Global, and this one is Green Deep by Global. And I'm going to be using the Global Black mixed with Australian Floetrol as the cell activator. I use Australian Floetrol as my pouring medium and also to create my cell activators. That's the only thing I use, mostly. But you can use basically any pouring medium that you want to, that you've been using. I know that Jelly Cube uses glue and water as her pouring medium. Canela Sirocco uses American Floetrol with water. So it doesn't really matter. All these things I'm going to be teaching you and showing you, the techniques don't change. The pouring medium can change, but the techniques stay the same. It's all about the consistency and what you're actually doing. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just lay down some paint. I'll put the dark down first. I only want a little bit. I don't want it to be a great big leaf. But before I do that, I'm just going to lightly sand and see if I can sand off the little lump that's on there. It's not going to be easy to do. When you're applying paint to a piece of damage, you can just put your finger behind to lift it up a little bit. So I'm literally just trying to get the biggest part of the bump off, because I can put as much paint as I like over that. There's still going to be a little bump, so it's coming down a little bit. I'm just using 240 grit, so it's not a very, very fine sandpaper. It's not a very rough one. Okay, right, now that's feeling a lot smoother now. Got the worst of the bump, it's just got a little hollow, and hopefully the paint will fill that. So I'm just putting a little bit on there. If I opened the top, that would really, really help. Just a tiny bit, so I don't want it to be a great big leaf. And I'm going to sort of blow it in this direction where there's this bit of a gap here. I don't want it to go that way. And just another tiny little bit of this. And a tiny bit of cell activator on there. Just a little bit. And now I'm just going to blow that out. Excuse me. Okay. Rightio then. So, okay. I don't particularly like that. I think I wanted it to be a bit bigger. So what am I going to do? I did that on purpose, of course, so I could show you. So I'm just going to take a damp Chuck's cloth or kitchen wipe, and I'm just going to wipe it off, just like that. Go on. Easy peasy. Okay. So now it's gone. Lovely. So now we'll just let that dry off a bit. Let's take a paper towel, just dry it off a little bit. Okay. Now I'll just try that again. I want to make it slightly bigger so it's going to come this way and fill in that space there. I'm just applying this straight over the damaged spot. Don't drip that all over everything. Oh, plenty of cell activator that time. Okay, so we're just going to blow that out by mouth. Go. And of course, because there's nothing underneath that, like a base paint that's wet, it doesn't flow as easily. But it still did flow. So I'll just use a bit of a heat source on there. It's my trusty little embossing tool, just to get rid of any bubbles. And then I'm just going to draw a bit of shape into it with a bamboo chopstick, pointy end. Don't really like how that's covering that bit of petal, so I'm just going to wipe that bit off. Wipe it away. Just smooth that around. Okay. So now when that dries, you'll no longer be able to see that there was that mark on there. Okay. So I'll just put that aside now. I've got to let that dry now for a couple of days. So we'll just pop that aside. And now this one here, as I said, I didn't like the negative space that's in here, so I just want to put a leaf and blow it out. Same thing, there's nothing underneath to help it move. You could put a little bit of base white under to help that move, which I might actually do just to show you how that works. So I've just got some paint mixed up here. I pre-mix some white base paint. I just keep in a bottle. I'm just going to apply a little bit on there where I'm going to put this. That'll just help the leaf to sort of flow a bit better. Not too much though. Yeah. Blow that out a bit. That's where I'm going to put my leaf. And that's just really so that it will help the leaf to sort of flow over the edge, which is what I want to happen. And again, we'll just put some green on here. And it should be enough to fill the gap. A little bit of light green. Some cell activator. And just get rid of some bubbles without blowing it around too much. Right, now I'm just going to blow this out and we'll see how we go. Beautiful. That's really lovely. So that blew out sort of more easily because I put the base underneath it than what the other one did. Just excuse me for a sec. Got some beautiful lacing on there. See? Didn't matter that it was on dry paint. And again, if I didn't like that, I could just literally wipe it off straight away. You do need to make sure that your artwork is dry though, obviously. If it's not completely dry, then you might lift the paint, which isn't a good idea. Now I'm just going to draw some into there. Get a bit of a tail off over here. Draw some shape into it. It's not quite as easy to get the shape into it when you're on a dry base. Okay then, so there's my little leaf to fill up the bit of space there. And some beautiful cell action going on there as well. And that will dry, and it will dry flat. You would think that it wouldn't, but it actually will be quite flat on there. It won't be sitting up like it is now. I'll show you in a couple of days what the dried result of that will be. And yeah, so that's how you can add to your artwork or fix a mark that's formed on there, or a little hole, or where a bug's been. Hope that was helpful, guys. If you would like to my video, if you'd like to subscribe to my channel and give me a thumbs up, that would be great. And we'll see you back in Studio 33 real soon. Thanks, guys. Bye.